What's up, everybody? Good morning. Today we're going to be working on my 335i. We got it in the back right here. This has been a secret for a while. I have not shown it much, but I have been working on it for a while. I've owned it for about a year now, and I've changed the clutch, alternator, pulleys. I honestly don't remember what else, but I've done a lot more to it. It still looks like shit, and it still sounds like shit. I'm going to show you a before, I'm going to show you an after. I'm going to show you what you need to get this job done. Some tools you might need, some tools you might be able to get away with. You might have some better stuff. My layout is alright, but very excited. Going to show you some rollers of it, and we'll get into the video. Alright, so this is my 2007 335i. I'm using a doorknob. It's got this wrap, which originally was cool, but is super flaky and disgusting. I bought it because it's manual, and I got it for a really good price, man. Very good price. So today, in this video, we're going to be taking off all of this stuff. This hose, the lower hose, the inlet or charge pipe, this that pipe for the intake. I'm gonna take off a lot of things. I'm not gonna show that, but yes, we're gonna be working on this today. Very excited. Let's just check right here, see if there's any pressure. No pressure. Okay, so that right there and turning it off and feeling no pressure right here are pretty clear signs that makes me confident, that makes me believe the vacuum pump is bad. Okay, so moving on to what you need. You're gonna need the vacuum pump, Purebird, a good brand. You're gonna need a vacuum pump seal, those brakes, so you're gonna need to replace that. The 17 for the fuel line, T50 for the pulleys, and then you're gonna need a breaker bar with a T60 for the vacuum pump as well. And then you're gonna need an Amazon toolkit for the timing chain tensioner, and to take off the seal. You're gonna need ratchet and some pliers to take off some things, and also some flatheads and a drain pan. So let's move on to getting it done. Cool. So start with disassembly. Next, unclip this to the side. That was loose. Get it on grab. That flathead was on there. Squeeze this sucker out. This guy down in it, I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure if you can see the best, but if you have no time figuring this out, just look it up. This is like the basics right now. Getting it free. This sucker. Alright, so I did skip a little bit, but you just look this up on YouTube and you can definitely find this information. Just removing everything, like getting everything free, like the intake and the coolant lines. You're just gonna drain the coolant because you're gonna work with that stuff. So Yeah, you're probably gonna get some on your block, and mine is dirty. But you're gonna get to that seal right there behind that tensioner pulley. So I'm probably gonna skip as well. After I remove everything, I'll show you how to take it off probably. Yep. T50. Got T50. Three pulleys. Yeah. Remove that pulley for the tension. I don't like it, smash it, but you do. Take it out real quicker. While inspecting, I found a bad pulley. Very good to know, because that has been, I mean, that may have been the sound, but we're changing the vacuum pump too, because there is obviously no vacuum. So just popping out these caps. Get loose with a T50. Maybe we'll spin it off. Nah. But yeah, just hand tighten or hand loosen it and it should come off. Now we get our tool set for the timing and the seal. When you buy the kit, if you buy it from Amazon, you're gonna use this one and this one. They're both M10s. So once you have your bracket and dowels all set in place, you're just gonna grab this and set it like this. See if I can record. Okay, so just tighten the press pull things accordingly. Put two, kind of like push one, kind of maneuver it, and eventually it'll start sticking out. Once it sticks out, you'll be able to put your hand in it or some sort of tool and just kind of pry it off. I'll show you right now. Seal is out. This is why you're gonna need a new one, because you can't reuse these. Now we're at the timing pin sprocket thingy. In case you don't line up, just put a 22 in a breaker bar and twist until you line up. Cool. Now you can put this in. T55. My mistake. To just grab this breaker bar. Now that we got that piece off, we could just take this off. When you're done, you get a T30, and that T30 will go out. Before you continue, I believe you'll have to take off your fuel line, as it's part of your, as this is also all going to come out, so yeah, be aware of that, and these. So yeah, we'll do that right now. All right, cool. Now that we got this off, we can just, first of all, disconnect the fuel pump. Just twist that thing off, dude. All right, guys. So I just took off this intake manifold to get to the gas line, or the fuel line, a little easier. As well as to show you guys. Probably actually need to do this, to be honest. Makes it a lot easier, at least. Sorry for my dog barking. But that's my dog, so. Yeah, no. This should just come right out. Once you get your bolts removed from the inside and you use your timing tool and everything, you don't have to remove it off of the high pressure fuel pump just yet. You can just start wiggling. It might be stuck. All right, cool. So now we got our vacuum pump with our fuel pump. So we're just gonna take this off and put it onto the new one. It's gonna be these 3 screws, just these 3, to remove this fuel pump. I started on this one because it's a little harder to get to. You should slide out. And there we have it. That's crazy. All right, guys. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm like 5 or 3 days later. I cut the video because I decalibrated the threads. I'm just going to show you how to install the fuel pump onto it, the high pressure fuel pump onto it, and we'll put it back in. And we also got a pulley, so we'll be able to put that in as well, and we'll be able to even start the car today. So I'm really excited for that. So let's get back on the road. To take off the high pressure fuel pump, you just take off these 3 screws, and it's the same thing, but it's just important that you line it up with these grooves. You line this part up with these grooves. So just make sure it goes in easy, like butter, and then you just make sure that these line up. You just hand thread these and make sure you torque it down. I'm just gonna tighten it, and I'll be back at the engine bay. All right, guys, so we're back at the engine bay. We got our vacuum pump and we got this gasket. Just want to touch on this real quick. There's some notches, 1 right there and then 2 on that side. So yeah, you just gotta make sure that this lines up, and the part that's dented outwards, it's where you put it. All right, so you got your gasket on, you got your vacuum or your sprocket timing chain thing exposed. You're just gonna put this in like this. Win that. Okay, now that's on. Cool, so you got it lined up as much as you kind of could. I mean, like the inside of the sprocket, you don't necessarily move this. You can do that, but that's, yeah, no, you don't need to. Sorry for the heavy breathing, man. So, okay. Okay, well, yeah, you get mine. Rule of thumb, very important that you have a torque wrench for inch-pounds. You're going to want to put it to 7 inch-pounds. Those 3 bolts, 7 inch-pounds. All right, cool. So just kind of make sure your surface is clean. I say that's pretty good. Okay. So just tighten it up. Should go in smoothly. Okay, so we got the vacuum pump sealed. Everything's looking good on it. Kind of have this dent, but that's fine. We're gonna put the pulleys back on. We're gonna connect the high pressure fuel pump, put the intake manifold back on, all the fuel lines, everything. Honestly, I really don't want to record this. It's nighttime. It's gonna take a while, so I'll just cut to the next video or next scene when this is all together. This is the idler pulley that was bad, so I'm gonna swap this out right now. So hopefully I can turn it on tonight. I would like to. So I waited till the morning because neighbors would get mad and shit, but I got it all together. I didn't want to record all that. I spent like 2 hours trying to put it together with all of that bullshit at nighttime and no light. But yeah, I'm gonna grab the keys. I'm gonna set this down and we're gonna find out if I fucked up this car or if it works good. I'm very excited. Yo, this shit sounds way better, bro. That shit sounds like a car, bruh. This sounds way better. I don't think we fucked up the timing. Let's give it a couple reps. Honestly, guys, this has been the biggest problem for me. I have not been able to find out the issue to this car, and changing it kind of out of like an estimated guess was a little scary. So honestly, man, I'm just really excited that I got this up. This is the first of multiple videos I'm gonna make towards this car specifically. I'm trying to build it, I'm trying to make it nice, and yeah, it's like finally like we can get somewhere past a shitty sounding car. Next on my list is get this working again, but that's for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked it. Thank you guys. Peace out.